do it.
So Jen has her content. Does anybody have any last minute questions, concerns? If not, I'm going to turn it over to Jamie, our podcast host today.
Excellent. All right, everybody. So, welcome to the People for People Development Department podcast. I am Jamie Hunter, your podcast leader one for today, and also one of your podcast hosts. Today's meeting is all about using this unique platform to share your stories and insights, spread your message to a wider audience, and foster meaningful connections within the community. We've got some amazing questions prepared surrounding our themes of gifts this month. But first, let me give you a plan for today. So typically, we would be going into 3 to 6 different breakout rooms, but today we're going to be staying together in one group. So ensuring everyone can share about themselves and contribute insights on their theme. Now, I'm going to be going through the whole script as if we're going into the 3 to 6 breakout rooms. So, a podcast host in each room will guide the discussion. Now, today we will be staying in one room, like I said. So, before recording starts, each host will provide some instructions and perform a mic check. You will be asked to say your name, if you have one, a business name, and that the recording will begin. Remember, this is an audio only podcast. Your host will conduct a mic check to ensure audio clarity and hear the pronunciation of your name and business name. Avoid showing any items on camera as listeners can't see them. Mute your mic while you're not speaking, okay, so that it can minimize background noise. Allow others to finish speaking before you start to avoid crosstalk. If someone joins late, please don't announce it. Our host will manage their inclusion smoothly. Now, the people that are in our podcast today, go ahead and please share your social media handles and contacts detailed in the chat. If you want them to be included in the show notes, if you would like a copy of the podcast, drop your email address in the chat and we'll send them directly to you. Now, our aim to record 5 podcast sessions, releasing them one per week. We will pause releases during the weeks of Christmas and New Year's, targeting 50 episodes a year. Each podcast aims to be about 15 minutes, no longer than 20 minutes, to keep our totaling meeting about 30 minutes. Let's see, the schedule promotes consistency, ensures the podcast is engaging to listen to and respect everyone's time. Okay. Now, as we prepare to move into breakout rooms, and like I said, we'll be staying in one, but a couple announcements. We'll be taking a break for the next 2 weeks because of the holidays. Then join us at our next leadership meeting. That will be at 8:30 a.m. PST on January 6th. And our connections meeting will be that very same day at 10:30 a.m. PST, which is week 1. Then our next development network meeting, which is networking, and that will be week 2 on January 16th at 10 a.m. PST. Now, our January theme will be on goals. So now, host, remember to perform a mic check with each participant. Ensure each person's introduce themselves and mentions their business if applicable. And one last reminder, don't forget to save the chat. Ready to break out? So let's get on with this, you guys. Thanks for joining us today to amplify your voice. And once your session is ending, then just feel free to go ahead and leave. There's no need to return to the main room. Alrighty, we'll see you next time on the networking week. So bring a post to share and boost engagement. Have a great podcast. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. We're going to perform a mic check here in just a moment. we've already gone over the rules, so I'm not going to go over them again. But I'm going to go ahead and start with Becky Miller. If you don't mind coming off and just tell me your name and your business name.
I'm Becky Miller, and I have a little company, a catering company called Bionic Barbecue.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And Carol Henderson, go ahead and give us your name and your business name.
I'm Carol Henderson, and I have the Life by Design Studio.
Excellent. Thank you. All righty. And Deb Williams, please do the same, your name and business name.
I'm Deb Williams, and my business is BOV2 LLC. It's an acronym, stands for Be of Value to Others.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. Last but not least, Jen, go ahead and give us your name and business name.
My name is Jen Anthony. My business name is Selah Agency.
Excellent. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, this is where we would record, of course, and go out to those breakout rooms, but we're staying together today. So hello and welcome to the Development Department podcast, brought to you by Community-Driven People for People organization. I'm your host, Jamie Hunter, and we're here today on a mission to revitalize and empower our local communities, from supporting our businesses to strengthening our supply chain. We believe in unity, communication, and resilience of our collective strength. Now, before we dive into our main discussion, I'm excited to have our panel of guests introduce themselves again, but a little bit more. So let's start with Becky Miller. We won't make this very long, so just be very conscious on the time because we really want to dive into the questions here in just a moment. So Becky, go ahead and tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Well, again, my name is Becky Miller, and my husband and I and our son have a competition cook team, and we've now been exploring the world of catering. So we do caterings around our area, and just are having loads of fun with it.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Love that. All right, Carol, go ahead and tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
I'm Carol Henderson, and I have the Life by Design Studio. I help people with mindset, health issues, and I work with frequencies, products, protocols, and I want people to just circle up, get better and better every single day.
Excellent. Love that. Love that. All right, Deb, your turn. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Well, again, I'm Deb Williams, and I created acronym for my business name, BOV2 LLC, because I did so many different things. And so whatever encapsulated being of value to others. But what I focus on is my graphics. I do book cover design and videography, and I do website design as well. But my main thing is book cover design and logos.
Amazing. I love hearing all these. Oh, wow. Okay. So last, Jen, go ahead and tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Okay. So again, my name is Jen Anthony. My business is Selah Agency. It's a partnership between me and my friend Rodrigo, who is with us also, but based out of Florida. We came together with a digital marketing agency, and now have emphasized the exciting part of bringing life to brands, to help them really find their place, to develop their communities, to create movements with videography, with cinema level videography, creating micro series. In addition, I create AI agents to support businesses, help increase their ability to scale, along with the other things that you do in a marketing agency. But those are our main focuses. Not everybody does these things, and it's a lot of fun and really powerful. So
amazing. Love that. Okay, you guys. Well, before let's go ahead, and today our focus is on gifts. So we're going to explore this throughout the lens of our guests who have firsthand experience and insight related to this theme. So let's dive in. I've got a few questions that I think that will really open up our discussion. Each of you will have a chance to weigh in, and so that we can get a full spectrum of insight. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and go with question 1. We'll go through all of our panelists, and then we'll go to question 2 and so forth. All right, so we'll start with Becky Miller. So Becky Miller, what is one of the gifts a business or a community leader can offer that costs little, but makes a big impact on relationships?
I think one of the most powerful gifts that a leader can offer is the gift of public and very specific acknowledgement. It really costs nothing but generally a little bit of time to put it together. Whenever we talk about that return on investment, it just explodes whenever you talk about loyalty, whenever you talk about morale and relationships. So I think in this day and age, whenever it's so easy just to go, hey, thanks for doing, such a great job or whatever, whenever we make it specific so that they know that it was specifically because I saw you doing this, that being seen and being acknowledged is what really makes it so powerful, and just gives you a little extra oomph, I guess, as the person who's acknowledging the other person. So that's what I would say. The gift of not just acknowledgement or thank you, but specific.
I love that, being more specific. And I loved the way you said being seen, right? So you're actually people can be like, you know what, I am being seen. And that is such value, right? So I just absolutely love that. Okay, let's go ahead and go with you, Carol Henderson. So same question. What is one of the gifts of a business or community leader that can offer that costs little, but makes a big impact on relationships?
Okay, thank you. I definitely want to ditto everything that Becky said. And also, I have kind of paused a membership that I had where I could send cards to people. And it was really great to be able to send a card about a specific event or a specific something, like take pictures off their Facebook of some big event in their life and mail it to them. We get so little mail other than political advertisements these days, and also I do a monthly in-person meeting, and I would take those cards and put like a meme or a scripture reference or something on them that could be put up on the refrigerator. And it was amazing how people wanted those. I'd take them and people say, oh, I want this one. Can I have two? And things like that. And so that seemed to make a difference and just kept you top of mind, just to build that relationship a little bit more firmly.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you. And you know what? I feel like that, especially with now, these days, we're always on social media, right? We're always just sending a message, but really being personable, right? Actually getting that card in the mail is kind of fun, because those of us that are, a little bit older, that's kind of what we got all the time, was the card from the grandma or the grandpa, and it really does mean a lot, not just getting that message through Facebook or through text. So I love that. That is neat. All right. Thank you so much. So Deb Williams, same thing. Let's go ahead with you. What is one gift a business or a community leader can offer that costs little, but makes a big impact on relationships?
Well, what I have found is that it's same with what Becky and Carol was sharing, as far as like low cost and high impact and for relationship building. A very thoughtfully and personalized, like a handwritten letter or note to them, acknowledging a specific contribution that they've made or something like that, very specific to them. and pair it with like a little token of, I don't know, a little lucky penny, something like that, something that's to their personality. And so just like a small token along with that very personalized and specific note or letter to them.
I
And
love
so that builds that relationship strongly on a personal level.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Yeah, right. I mean, at least for me, I would say too, like just getting that little something that means so much, right? From somebody. Yet again, just kind of, what Carol was saying too, that yeah, getting that handwritten letter is exciting, not just getting that text. So that is really a lot of fun. So thank you. Okay, Jen, let's go ahead and go with you. What is one gift a business or a community leader that can offer that costs little but makes a big impact on relationships?
Present, being, excuse me, being truly present, actually listening without multitasking, without trying to fix or sell something, remembering details, following up when you said you would. People don't often remember grand gestures nearly as much as they remember how safe, seen, heard, and respected they felt around you. So being truly in the moment, really bringing a fully concentrated presence into that moment is huge, and a lot of people don't get that.
Yeah, I love that. Being fully present. That is huge. And I feel like we don't get a lot of that yet again because of the social media and everything that we do, that really showing that you're there and you're listening. That can mean a lot to a lot of people, especially at times that you might be having a hard time. So I absolutely love that. Thank you so much. Okay, well, let's go on with our second question. Becky Miller. So, in community work, what types of gifts or acts of service tend to inspire people to stay engaged?
Well, my husband and I do quite a bit of volunteering, and I'll tell you, one of the most cherished gifts, some of the most cherished gifts that I have received are kind of those candid photos whenever or candid photos whenever we're like actually in the act, we're interacting with whatever that particular I happen to sit on the board for a women and children's homeless shelter. And we've received different pictures of, visiting the ladies in one of the houses, or, helping at an event, or, things like that. Those really are things I love, that because then I look back at it and it brings back those feelings again. And so I think that can, it really, it may just seem like a small thing, but whenever they see it, they feel again how they felt while they were performing that service, and it makes them want to do that again. So I just really a candid photo. I think it's fantastic.
You know what? Don't they say like photos can seriously say 1,000 words, or what is that they say?
Yep.
That is huge, and it is. It's fun to be able to go back and actually look at it and say, oh my gosh, I remember this time. Photos are huge in that sense. So thank you so much. Okay, Carol, let's go ahead and go with you. In community work, what types of gifts or acts of service tend to inspire people to stay engaged?
Definitely, once again, ditto with what Becky said. I volunteer at a food giveaway where it's not like where they come in and eat. It's like we give them baskets of food to take home. So our homeless group is very small because they have to be able to prepare. If it's something that's a can that can be opened, it serves them, but not all the things. Raw meat doesn't serve them well. So one of the things is just to give them a hug and a smile and speak to them as they come to the line and know them, because we have repeat customers and they come through all the time, and so we will see them. Some of them need to be walked to their car and helped with their groceries and stuff like that, and so that does make them feel seen, like we were talking a minute ago, just to let them know that we do care about them, and think a lot of them and are praying for them. And so it's those type things that, on one hand, we want them to stay engaged, and on the other hand, we don't want them to, because we want them to be able to go on and get out of their situation where they need it. But more and more, people are needing that kind of help every uh, every day in our country. It's becoming a bigger need. So yeah, just letting them know, and that it's okay. That it's okay that we've all been there at some time where somebody needed to give us a hand up.
That's incredible. And people do stay engaged, especially when you give that little hug, or if you do something, they are going to come back, because they felt good. They felt something. So that is, yeah, that means a lot to a lot of people. Okay.
Well, and just to play on that is sometimes I work a thing where it's not the same thing, like sometimes everybody gets a jar of peanut butter and everybody gets a dessert or something. Mine is just all the little things that you didn't get enough. And so like sometimes I'll get like tons of candy canes, and so I can put them over where they can be given out to the little kids, or so where that they get something special for that day. And whatever it is, it could can be any number of things, but things that are good for the little kids.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that is huge. And a lot of them probably don't get that, especially in the situation that you are at. So that just speaks volumes. And they love that. And they remember that as they get older. So that's incredible. Okay. Deb Williams. So in community work, what types of gifts or acts or of service tend to inspire people to stay engaged?
Well, I have to go back to my Mary Kay Ash days. She was a phenomenal, phenomenal woman. And she always said, picture people wearing a sign on their forehead, make me feel important. And so the feeling valued approach is what you would come to people with, like doing an appreciation wall for someone, and giving that sincere praise, ask for people's opinions, maybe let someone lead their own project, giving them that control over whatever project they're doing. So, and that just makes them feel very valued. So hence be of value to others. So that's my Bhavtu day goal every day, is to Bhavtu, is what I tell people.
Yeah.
So
Don't we all want to feel valued too, right? I mean, every single one of us. It doesn't matter. It's like it just makes us feel good. So we all want to feel that value. I love that. Okay. All right, Jen. Let's see here. So in community work, what types of gifts or acts of service tend to inspire people to stay engaged?
Consistency. Consistency beats intensity. Checking in when there's nothing to gain, creating spaces where people can contribute, not just consume, giving credit publicly and feedback privately. People stay when they feel valued, trusted, and a part of something that isn't transactional. But if you're not there consistently, then it falls flat. So consistently engaging, consistency beats intensity.
I love that, especially checking in with people, right? And letting them know that you're there, and you don't have to do it, but just knowing that, I'm here, and that really does speak volumes, so they know, okay, I can come back and I know they're going to be there for me, just, it can mean a lot to somebody's world, and every single day if you're having a hard day. So I love that. Okay. So we've got a few more minutes left. So let's go ahead and do a couple more, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up. But Becky Miller with our last question. As we prepare for a new year, what gifts of time, talent, or resources should leaders consider offering to help their business or community grow?
So I think mine definitely falls under talent. My suggestion falls under talent. And it's something that I've read and practiced in the past. It's called the Open Door Masterclass. And so maybe you bring in, whether it's you're trying to build your leadership in your company or your nonprofit, whatever it is, your community, whatever. But let people come in, offer a masterclass in something that you have a talent in, whether that is, my goodness, like strategic planning, public speaking. People have such a fear of that. Or, maybe even organization, something like that. But just give people little snippets of your time and teach them that talent that you have. And it's a great way to build trust, a great way to build relationships. And I've seen so many just fantastic new ideas and great things come out of situations like that.
I love that. Especially, I love the, having the masterclass, right? And it's something that you're good at. So that's beautiful because you're sharing it with the world, and it can mean a lot to a lot of people, and you can really give that value to people. And yeah, it speaks great volumes for there. Okay, excellent. Carol, we'll go ahead and end with you just because we're short on time here. I was hoping we could go completely through. As we prepare for a new year, what gifts of time, talent, or resources should leaders consider offering to help their businesses or community grow?
Well, I've got to say, there's nothing better than people for people out there. So if you're looking to grow your business, if you're looking to grow your community, reach out to somebody on this call, because it is by far, out of all the things that I've done with networking and trying to grow my business, it has been head and shoulders. It not only is business to business networking, it's business to community networking. So you don't have to stand at a booth and hope somebody will take your flyer and not throw it in the round pile on the way out. But it helps to build relationship. And I have more deeper relationship with people here than I have with some people that I see all the time and know face to face for years. So this is truly a good way to build your business and your life.
I love that. Building community, that's important. And that can, like you said, it can go throughout everything, not only personally, but with business too. So building community, it's huge, and we can all use it, right? Having those relationships. All right, you guys. So that is a wrap for today's episode of People for People podcast. I am your host, Jamie Hunter, and it's been an absolute pleasure exploring the theme of gifts with our amazing panel. If you feel moved to connect or collaborate with any of our guests, please check out their contact details in the show notes. And hey, if today's stories touched you or touched your heart or sparked an idea, please share the love. Pass this episode on to your friends, neighbors, and don't forget to drop us a rating on Google. It really helps. Together, we're not just talking about change, we're making it happen. Until next time, remember, we are people for people, and we've always got your back. Go ahead and drop your socials below, you guys, and thank you so much for having me, and until next time.